according to the schedule, we're going to have the 1 hour of sitting. But since our retreat has come to near the end, I think it would be better if you have spent some time to reflect upon what you have learned in this retreat. And another important thing to reflect upon is that how we're going to use it or apply it in daily life. Personally, I find that walking is something that can be helpful. But Ajahn Cha Sarah told me that, but you don't call it เดินจงกรม. Ajahn has his conservative style. That for me, when you do walking, include some part of walking meditation, calm down the mind. I usually find that the way of thinking, or I can plan things better. So probably this is one of the things that you can apply in your daily life. When you have to plan something, think about something, or even for some of you who have to do some artistic work, to be creative. When the mind is clear, it seems that all ideas and thought can come up easier. So I use it quite a lot. I myself see it not so much different from the walking meditation, because in walking meditation we also think anyway, right? But we tend to try focus to think in terms of Dhamma practice, contemplate on impermanence, contemplate on the subject of death, something that can be related to the Dhamma directly. But as we live in the world, there's many things that we have to think about, to plan. It could be something about work, life, relationship, some issue that still has not been resolved. I think it's okay. Maybe we not call it like the traditional ways of walking meditation. You can just simply say that you walk and think, but with intention. But here you have to have the intention to think about it, not just allow your mind to wander and think about whatever is come up into the mind. And sort of set a topic and framework for it, the boundary. Because it is this mind that don't like to obey yourself. Yes, this is something that to clearly show to you that it is not your mind as you would think it is. Because if it's your mind, right, you should be able to control it. You should be able to even ask or invite the mind, could you think about this for half an hour? No. No. So you have to set the boundary for your mind that, okay, for this, during this time, I'm going to think about this one. And if the mind tends to slip into something else, no, not this time yet, coming back to this. You can just use two options. If the mind not coming back to the topic that you want to explore or to think about or investigate, give two options. If you don't want to think, comes and be mindful at the present moment, not think. If you want to think about this one. So this also, I think, is part of the practice. I'm not sure in the traditional ways of teaching talk about this or not. But I myself find it very useful in living my life, because I'm not only a monk who do the meditation practice all day, but I have my roles as the abbot of the monastery. I have something that I have to think about, to plan, even design the building, the sewage system, the water system. You can name it. And there's a lot that we have to think about. And for me, this seemed to be very helpful. Sometimes I can think about, design something that I never thought I could do. I have almost zero knowledge about something that I'm doing now before. For example, the construction, building, architecture. I have almost zero knowledge about it. But then, when I have to do it, I have to study and try to plan about it, observe, and it seemed to work okay for me. So I offer this as an option for you. When you do this in your walking, I wouldn't try to call walking meditation. If I try to call that, probably Ajahn Cha will scold me off. So I just say, you do use it in your walk, and then you reflect about what you learn in this retreat and how you're going to use it in your daily life to integrate it well into your lifestyle. And yes, and when the mind a bit tired, or you want to come back to the present moment, you come back to walking meditation. Okay, we can do it together. Let's bow together and go for